Hello, you're watching Rotary News with Tatiana Tsvelaya. Today we will talk about next topics. The Rotarian meeting in Lviv, the first conference of District 2232, Belarus-Ukraine. Rotary without boundaries. New Intercountry Committee are established. Computers for schools of the Grey Zone. Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational continues implementing the global grant. About this and other events we will tell you in a few seconds. Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary, once said, "There is no immense power as the giant effort." These words were provided by Rotarians of Ukraine and Belarus when meeting in Lviv to summarize the 2016-2017 Rotarian year and to discuss plans and to exchange ideas. Ina Sarayoglu's reportage on the first conference of the District 2232 continued the release.
Lviv city has a rich Rotarian traditions, but today his Rotarian chronic will be replenished with a new important event. The first conference of District 2232 is held here.
The participants of the conference of the district summed up the results of the year, shared their ideas and planned the future work. The 2016-2017 Rotary year was the first year of activity for the District 2232 Belarus-Ukraine. A very important factor of the year, as I believe, is the fact that Rotary in Ukraine is coming out of its domestic cycle and is becoming more visible in society. And it gives us some hope that we will really have a good continuing for this first year of activity year. The special representative of the president of Rotary International, Ovidiu Kosh, took part in the conference of the District 2232.
I'm very happy, I'm honored to be here as a representative of President of Rotary International, John Germ, to the first Rotary conference of a new district, 2232. Comparing with other new districts, the activities and the service here in Ukraine and the project are very, very good.
Today, the District 2232 unites 53 Rotary clubs of Belarus and Ukraine. Hundreds of projects are being implemented. Among them are 9 global grants.
This project is already a successful project, but we intend the next step, the next phase of the project is to have a center specialized in the treatment of patients with craniofacial disorders.
One of the most important areas for the Rotarians of the district is still the struggle of eradicate polio and to educate society to be responsible of attitude health issues. The most important thing for us now is to keep the situation with polio in Ukraine so that there will be no outbreaks. And we have to vaccinate children for this. We just have to continue this work. We will keep on working. There are active agents of change in 15 regions for now. Every day, we have a lot of positive news that more and more parents visit vaccination. Till the year 2016, the Rotary clubs of Ukraine and Belarus belong to one district with Polish clubs. The creation of individual districts does not interfere with the development of cooperation between Polish, Ukrainian and Belarus Rotarians, as Krzysztof Kopycinski, governor of the District 2231, is sure. The most important cooperation for us is the admission of young people. This is the main direction of Rotaract, and we hope a fruitful cooperation. And we need to implement many joint projects, and we will help this. The participants of the conference were presented the elected governor Serhiy Filipov, who will manage the district in the 2017-2018 Rotary year. We really managed to do what we have been trying to achieve for many years. We have a really active district, a good team. Metaphorically speaking, we have constructed not just the basis for our future district. I believe we got already the walls and roof constructed. And now, it is very important for us to continue what the Hennedy Krochik's team was doing. A really decent team will keep on working. As for the priorities of the future Rotary year, they were outlined by Ovidiu Kosh, the special representative of the president of Rotary International, who addressed the conference participants. These are increasing the number of membership, the formation of a positive public image, and the involvement of young people in Rotary.
Focusing in membership, we will have more success on the next activities. They have a great potential to grow, a lot of very educated and energetic young prospective members. We need to focusing on mentoring and to attract them into Rotaract and after into Rotary here. I believe that Ukraine have a great future into Rotary.
The first conference of the District 2232 was completed with the awards ceremony. The most active Rotarians and Rotary clubs were recognized with the Rotary International and the District Governor Awards. Serhiy Zavadsky, the head of the National Committee of Polio Plus, has been recognized with the Rotary Foundation Award for his significant contribution to overcoming polio. Anatoly Parubets, a member of the Rotary Club of Mykolaiv, got the highest Rotary award, Service Above Self.
They are intended to contribute the development of fellowship and cooperation between Rotary clubs around the world and the implementation of international Rotarian projects. Agreements on establishing 3 Intercountry Committees were signed during the District 2232 conference in Lviv. Details are in the material to follow the release.
Отже, підписаний новий документ про створення міждержавного комітету.
Ukraine-Croatia, Ukraine-Belarus, and Belarus-Ukraine. New intercountry committees of District 2232 have been created. Eduard Shelech, member of the Rotary Club of Minsk, is now heading the Belarus-Ukraine ICC.
Для нас сегодня такой действительно исторический момент.
Today, we really have an important point in our history which will enable us to unite our countries even better, to find an interaction, to strengthen a friendship between Rotarians of Belarus and Ukraine. Sure, when we are preparing this agreement, we had already set up some common projects to implement. It will be students' exchange, it will be working with orphan kids. This is a range of other projects. Unfortunately, I can't list all of them now. But we have already decided to focus on a certain particular direction to launch it, so that we could see how it all would work and how we would interact with each other. Today, the District 2232 includes 21 inter-country committees. The creation of the committees is not only ultimate goal, as explained by Paulo Kashkadamov, ICC National Coordinator in Belarus and Ukraine. ICC is an instrument that allows Rotarians to realize for more projects and to do more good deeds. Let's take and consider one particular situation. In our club, we have a member who wants to cooperate with Italy. In Rotary Club Rivne, they have a member who wants to cooperate with Italy. And in Rotary Club Kyiv Center, there is also a member who wants to cooperate with Italy. One person can't motivate a club for working with Italy. It's not the majority. But if all 3 of them from different clubs, they establish an inter-country committee which starts cooperating with Italy and stimulates other clubs to join them. It's very simple. Inter-country committee of Ukraine-Israel is one of the most active in the district. Miroslava Novosilska, the head of the committee, during the conference of the District 2232 in Lviv, was recognized with the Rotarian of the Year award for her exemplary Rotary ministry. Among the latest projects of the committee are the Ukrainian Alley in Paul Harris Park in Israel, an internship for pediatricians from Ukraine to work in the Israeli clinics.
Inter-country committees, what our point? We address, we assist, we give a direction, we help clubs to find each other faster. We give a contact and then you go on. You see that for the last year, 5 agreements on twin clubs have been signed between Israel and Ukrainian clubs. We are improving this cooperation.
They have driven tens of thousands of kilometers for a good deed. Rotarian women from India boarded their vehicle and set out to travel the world. The object of the charitable journey is raising funds to overcome the illiteracy amongst the Indian women. Belarusian Rotarians welcomed brave travelers in Minsk, the speech to follow the release.
By the moment they arrived to Minsk, they had already driven about 18,000 kilometers. They have a schedule for almost every hour. But we did our best to welcome them. We visited opera theater with them. We showed them the city. They will tell beforehand about where they are going to. Rotarians from different countries meet them and help them with the cultural program and fundraising as far as possible. This is an example of how any dream may come true.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making history.
We are this close.
We are this
We're
close.
this close.
This close to changing the world. We are this close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
We are this close to making history.
We are this close to ending polio.
Because we are this close to ending polio.
We are this close to ending polio.
We are this close.
to changing the world.
This close.
All we need is you.
Is you.
It's you.
Is you.
We are this close. This close.
Be a part of history at rotary.org/endpolio.
About 600 computers, printers and laptops. Such a gift was presented by members of Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational to pupils of frontline area schools of eastern Ukraine. Rotary News team was there to cover it for our release.
It is 6 o'clock in the morning, we are in Lysychansk. And in a few minutes, together with Rotarians of Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational and volunteers, we are going to the Grey Zone.
We are hurried because we need to visit 6 schools of Luhansk region today. In a minibus that surely overcomes a local bad roads, there are computers and monitors. This is the gift from the Rotarians. Thanks to global grants initiated by the Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational, 58 schools in Luhansk and Donetsk regions will receive about 600 computers. As per Lindholt, the president-elected of the Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational, tells how the idea of the project was born.
It's a bit of a mistake because I was in the office and I was looking at a German website for army surplus equipment, and I found a shipment of computers from a NATO airbase in Germany that was being sold off, and I thought that would be nice to put in schools in Donbass around the war zone. And I put in a bid 3 hours before closing. I made it so small that there would never be a chance of winning. But that afternoon I had purchased 11 tons of computer equipment.
The Nizhno-Pokrovska school is the first on our road. Students and teachers arrange a touchy warm meeting. We were welcomed with traditional bread fed with a tasty soup, and they even arrange a performance for us. The project of the Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational on providing computers for students of the so-called Grey Zone was supported by the Rotarians of Denmark and Germany. Ukrainian volunteers actively participated in this implementation.
Well, we have received quite a bit of money to realize this project from Rotary clubs abroad and Rotary in Ukraine and Rotary, the Rotary Foundation. But money is not enough, and I think almost 30 people have been involved in packing computers at the NATO airbase in Germany and shipping them to Ukraine, unpacking them. The army has helped store the computers, and volunteers have been fixing the computers. My colleagues in my company have been preparing hard disks. They've been installed. Monitors have been checked. They've been shipped by Initiativa Plus to Donbass, and now they're being distributed by local volunteers all the way to the school. So a lot of good people doing a lot of good things.
This is our common project with the Rotary Club. It has been implemented by our non-government organization Initiative E+, which united volunteer paramedics from Maidan. We go on working together. The thing is that all this assistance is remaining in big cities, and schools where there are 200 or 300 pupils left. Such schools are staying without any assistance, and pupils there feel abandoned and forgotten. You can see such kinescopes from 90s or early 2000s in many schools.
We unload the computers for the school in the village Oleksiivka. From the schoolyard to the line of delimitation, there are about 15 kilometers. Sounds of the shots and explosions could be heard. Today, there are shootings at the polygon, explains Zhenya Svitsula, a 10th grader, in an informant manner. But there were times when it happened the other way.
It was 2 years ago when, on the 1st of September, the shelling started not far from us. It was horrible then.
And we keep going on. There are 3 more schools left. Rotarian gifts are an excellent and very appropriate help, as said by pupils and teachers, thanking for the computers.
Our children had very old computers. These were made in 2003. You understand, I think, that these were machines that no one needed. And these new computers will allow our children to study the computer science and other subjects at a higher level.
It is 21st century now, you know. The technology keeps on developing and it requires a deep understanding. After Luhansk, Rotarians of Kyiv Multinational and volunteers will carry computers to schools in the Donetsk region. The next stage of the project will be the creation of computer clubs for students and teachers. And future graduates who choose the programming profession have been already invited to be hired by Esper Lindholt to his IT company.
Children from vulnerable families of Kharkiv and the region became the participants of Career Fair project. The details on a new Rotarian initiative to continue the release.
There's hardly anything more important than choosing one's the way of life. But sometimes there's just nobody to tell you where to go and what do you want to be in this life. Members of the Rotary Club Kyiv Multinational decided to help those children in difficulty.
We want children of 14-16 years old who need the adults' advice much to choose their occupation. That is why throughout a month, every week or twice a week, children will participate in trainings, workshops, competitions, which will teach them the different professions. We've chosen such occupations for these children to use them immediately, to see the result immediately.
The support of the Rotarians from Germany contributed to implementation of this good deed much. Now we are working with youth of 14-16 years old who are actually facing the choice of their occupation. At least they have to understand where to go. Within our project, we give them an opportunity to train for different professions, to try something new. There will be 5 occupations, 5 phases, which will be held weekly. We will suggest them trying on different occupations. These will be cooking, fitness, training, photographing, auto repairing. At the first phase, participants attended cooking. The chief of Alt Beer restaurant, where the workshop was held, helped them. It was very important to host of the event that the youth have both interesting and gaining experience. That is why they had chosen a competitive form, teaming up the participants. Boys and girls completed some tasks given by the chief. Star captains, who are famous in Kyiv, helped the participants to stick together, not to lose the competitive spirit. The youth was doing the task so good that it was not that easy to determine the leader. This is why they arranged an additional quiz to know the culinary facts. Points are credited, winner is determined, and the new phases of the career fair is still ahead. Winners will get the mind-blowing prize, a vocational training in Germany.
Learn more about the people from around the world who joined into one community to make our world better. Watch the Vladimir Shaverin author's program Rotary and Rotarians in the playlist by the link under this video.
Rotarians, official Ukrainian magazine of District 2232. Rotarian functions in Ukraine and in all corners of the globe. Discover the world of Rotary. Multimedia publishing is by the link under the video.
On the third Tuesday of May, the Ukrainians and followers of Ukrainian culture whirled around put on Vyshyvanka. This year, several Rotary clubs of the city supported Day of Vyshyvanka in Kyiv. Let's see Katerina Gritsai reportage.
Ukrainian traditions and customs. Maybe nothing will tell about our culture as much as our native Ukrainian Vyshyvanka will do. Every third Thursday in May, Ukrainians celebrate the day of Vyshyvanka.
This holiday is already celebrated for the 11th time in Ukraine. And here we are celebrating for a second time in Kharkiv. Rotary clubs of Kharkiv support this tradition. This is the tradition of getting to know national clothes, Slobozhansky embroidery skirts, telling about ornaments, patterns, values, symbols. We are introducing our tradition.
The collections of vintage Ukrainian Vyshyvanka shirts from different regions of Slobozhanshchina were presented at the festival.
A range of skirts are presented. 2 of them are very old, about 100 years. These are from the collection of Tatiana Chornaya. They were embroidered by her grandmother. This is from Cherkasska Lazova. And these are Tuzhe Divochki, as well from Poltava and Sumy region, Slobozhanshchina. Very similar patterns, very similar techniques. So we put them together in one exhibition. Very less of these old skirts from Slobozhanshchina left. This collection is purely.
The holiday has gained international significance and is celebrated all over the world. I want to say that, as it is International Vyshyvanka Day, our Rotarian colleagues from Belarus and Minsk are celebrated this day too. The Vyshyvanka Day is celebrated all over the world, where people wear this shirt. It is very important in Hollywood, by the way. By the way, Vyshyvanka clothes were worn not only in old times. The festival presented collections of modern Ukrainian traditional clothes. Such a traditional holiday could not have been ignored by the Rotary clubs of Kharkiv. The idea to support this wonderful miracle holiday appeared immediately as soon as we learned about this holiday. We celebrate this holiday for not the first year. We are happy that there is one more such a bright holiday in our city. On that day, even the changing May weather did not prevent such a wonderful holiday, and the atmosphere warmed everyone who came.
What is connected with our culture, with our customs, with our traditions? It is always pleasant, always warms the soul, always makes activities joyful, and it brings people together and closer. Therefore, it may be more beautiful when the people unite.
The whole colorfulness of the cultures that fill Kyiv with colorful diversity were emphasized by the performances of numerous folk groups. The hosts of the holiday are not going to stop there and are already building plans for the coming year.
We want to continue this tradition, to invent something new and interesting. We want something new would appear every year.
Such a dancing and singing ending is a good one to finish our release. Don't sting the likes and share the links of Rotary News in your social networks. Inform us about interesting events in your Rotary clubs and we'll cover them in the nearest release. Redaction's phone numbers and email are in the description below this video. Join the multiplying of good deeds. See you soon!